Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. I took some time off just because school and work was a little bit overwhelming for me, so I didn't have time to film as much as I anticipated to. But yay, I'm back. So today's video I'll be talking about like making relationships, specifically like if you're moving to a new city or like moving to a different country, like how that looks like. And like I'll be drawing into my personal experience just because I feel like I firsthand experienced that and it would be nice to share with you guys. So I think most of you know that I grew up in Kenya and I moved to the United States a couple of years ago in 27. It wasn't even a couple of years, like 4 years. In 2017 I moved here in New York, and that was a really hard for me just because like everybody I knew was back in Kenya and I had to like readjust to a new environment and kind of start off from the ground making new relationships and how that looked like for me. So initially when I moved here I didn't go to school directly, so like I moved in November, like November 20 something, and then like I was just home because it came to be with my mom. I didn't like specifically come for school, so I didn't even know what school I'm going to. So I just moved here, and I think from November through like November to the end of the year, and then like the next year, the first month of the year, sorry, I was just at home. And like now that I'm thinking about it, I was literally friendless like the entire time, because I feel like institutions bring people together. So like school, work, whatever you do, like that's how you meet people, and I didn't have that at the moment. So like I was just home, I was just by myself. It was really difficult. That was a very stressful time for me, especially considering that I literally moved into a different weather. Do you know how cold November is in New York? Like that was mad difficult, and I think it was even a little depressing. All I remember, I think it was really especially hard for my brother, my younger brother. I remember how stressed up he was. Like I know I was stressed up. Like I feel like it was easy for me because I still chatted with people back home and stuff like that. But I could see how stressed he was just because like we were literally on our own like for the entire time before like we even went to school. So I just jumped right into me going to school. Oh, so I did not go to Columbia first. So I applied to I had got into a community college because I just wanted something to do before. Wait, what is that? Give me a second. I think that's my phone. Yeah, somebody called me, so I had to do that. Anyways, I said we jumped right into my first school. So I went to a community college for like just a semester because I wanted to go to a 4-year school, and already admissions were out of cycle, so I had to wait until the next cycle for me to apply to a 4-year school. So I went to the community college, and I remember like that was the first time I made friends. During this time, like I remember I took this class. It was a theater class, so like acting and stuff. God, why did I take that class? I just wanted to vibe out because I knew like whatever I did there didn't really count. So I just took a class, and I remember during one of these classes, like somebody said, mentioned there was a dance group, and I'm like, yeah, I love dancing. So I signed up and I went there, and those were like my first batch of friends I met during dance. So I think like just finding something of interest, like if you identify what you're interested in and like kind of like pursue that. So like for me that was dancing. I joined a dance group and I made some friends. I know like one of my really close friends right now, I met them like during that time, my release. Shout out to you, girl. I don't really talk to the rest of the people like right now, but like I at least I found one person like off of that. So I'll just jump into Columbia. I applied to Columbia like while I was in the community college, and then I got in. So I joined Columbia in the fall of 2018, and I actually didn't make a lot of friends like during my first semester. So maybe like just acquaintances, like just off of class, just talking about schoolwork and stuff like that. I didn't really make solid friends until the second semester. So I joined a club. This is really important for college. For my international students, identify things that align with you in school, in college. Like, so I joined a club, the African Student Association, and so like I went there. At least like those were people with some sort of like the same cultural background as me and stuff like that. So I felt like I could make some friends, like build relationships off of that. So I went there. I met a few Kenyans, and I think that was really cool. I met Benjamin and some other people there. If you guys know me in person, you know Benjamin is one of my best friends. So I met them there, and I kind of like signed up to be part of the club, and I attended a couple of meetings, and I think just off of that I kind of grew my own community. And yeah, I think after that it was pretty much like, if we click, we click. Because I feel like one important thing is that you cannot force friendships the same way as relationships. You cannot. They occur naturally. If you don't vibe with me, I cannot. I really cannot hang out with you if I have to be performative. I have to like, I just can't. So I think like just off of that, I was able to like make relationships with people. I made a couple of friends, and I think after making one or two friends, it's pretty easy. It's, the dominoes effect. You're gonna make a lot of friends just through their mutuals and stuff like that. Anyway, I think another thing that was really important for me in making friends, social media. Please, you'll like underestimate like how important social media is. I'm an over advocate anti social media, so like take this with a grain of salt, okay? I met Sabine on Instagram actually, so like, we had a lot of mutual friends, like just off of school. So like I added her, she added me back, and I liked her content. I really liked what she posted and whatever. So I started interacting with her work, she started interacting with mine, and then we kind of really grew close. And then the summer of 2019, she stayed at my place. So we stayed together for like the entire summer, a couple of months, and that was really good. We bonded a lot, and like you can imagine that's a relationship off of Instagram. So you guys, like, it's not always just bad things that come off of social media, but like yeah, take advantage of that definitely. Anyways, like just after like me making a good amount of friends, I think like the rest just kind of fell into place, because I feel like in friendships it's quality over quantity all the time, okay? Don't feel like you need to be something other than your authentic self to fit into a particular friend group, or like to attract some kind of people in your life. Like just be yourself. The people who vibe with you, or people who are in the same frequency as you, will just fall along, okay? So I just think like just off of that I learned that, like regardless of how difficult it is to like transition, change is very uncomfortable. That was really uncomfortable for me, and I think remembering like just those few months for me was really depressing. And if I had to do it differently, I don't think there's much I would have done, because like first you have to adjust to the place you're going to. I didn't know much. Like I didn't know much about New York, I didn't know much about the United States. So like just taking time to like learn your environment, be comfortable with it, and then after that everything flows into place. Otherwise, like this was, I just wanted to share with you guys like how that journey was for me. And if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in my comment section. I'd love to talk to you guys. And I think I'll do another segment just highlighting like how to like have quality friendships and stuff like that, because I feel like as a person, I'm slightly extroverted, so like I love building relationships with people. And over time, like I've just realized like how influential people in your life are to you, and how that affects like who you are as a person. So I'll just do that in another video. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and make sure you leave me your thumbs up, a like, okay, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the weekend. And yeah, thank you so much guys. Bye.